In this video, I will be solving the rotateLeft3 problem of the Array-1 section. Here comes the 5 seconds break for you to pause and attempt this problem on your own. Alright. So in the rotateLeft3 method, we will be given an integer array nums having length 3, and we need to return back an integer array only after rotating left the nums by 1 digit. Let's use these examples to understand the problem better. Suppose in first case we are having the array as 1, 2 and 3. Int array is equal to 1, 2 and 3. And what is the result in this case? The resulting array is 2, 3 and 1, which basically means we need to copy all the elements, skipping the first element, copy the second and third element in the resulting array, and as the last element of the resulting array, use the first element of the nums or the past array. Let's see it with the second example as well. 5, 11, 9. So skip the first element, use rest of the element to fill 11, 9, and then use the first element, which is 5. Hence 11, 9, 5 is the result. Similarly for 7, 0 and 0. 7, 0 and 0. Skip the first element, use the second and third element, and then use the first element of the nums array. This is our result. So how can we achieve it via code or programmatically? So it's quite simple. We know we need to return back an array. So let's declare it here. Int result is equal to new int. Its length would also be 3 size. Now, since we need to copy these two elements in our case, so we know, or you can think it in this way, we need to skip the first element and copy the rest of the elements. Hence we will need to write the for loop, and it will run for n minus 1 times. If we needed to copy the elements n times, then we would have to write it for the n time. Let me show you how. Int I is equal to 0, I is less than, let me also define length here, nums dot length, yeah, and use it here as well and here as well. If I will write it I is less than len, it means this loop will run for 3 times, but we want it to run for 2 times since we are copying 2 elements in this case or skipping the first element. Hence we will run it from I less than len minus 1 and I plus plus. Now result of I, that is this index or this element is nothing but the one more element from the nums array. If you see, the result of 0, which is 2, is nothing but the nums of 1. Similarly, the result of 1 is nothing but the nums of 2. So here we can write result of I is nothing but the nums of I plus 1. Once this loop is executed, these elements would have been stored in the resulting array, that is 11 and 9, 0 or 0 or 2 or 3. And now for the last element we can write result len minus 1, which is the last element of the result, is equal to nums of 0, which is the first element, which basically means we have copied 2 and 3 and now we are defining the last element as the first element of nums. and now we can simply return back the result. Let's run the test cases and see. All of them are passing. Now let me submit this code on portal and then we'll push it on GitHub. Yes, all are correct. Git add, git status, 2 files added, git commit, and git push. You can see the code has been uploaded. Done.